episode of my Tekkit Classic series, and as you can probably see, I have finished building the hull of our capsule, and this thing is pretty massive, and these interdiction torches do launch mobs off the top, similar to Pastron's building off that way. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of room for activities in here. I'm not sure. I might want to make this out of dark matter or something. That could look a bit more ominous, but at the same time, there's just something that adds to the monolithic sort of look with basalt. I don't know. I'll let you guys decide. Here, wait. Actually, let's try looking at that right now. It's charged all the way. We go to transmute mode. That's what it looks like with dark matter blocks instead of the basalt. Yeah. That's glitched it a little bit. Come on. Please fix. There we go. Yeah, I personally think that the basalt looks a lot more continuous, but let me know what you guys think. We probably have enough material that we could convert all of this, but I don't know. For now, I'm probably going to convert this back into what it was before. Now, there's a question I've been having for a while, and it's if you transmute stuff and the block that you have as a target is less, do you get that EMC back? So it looks like you do, so that's cool. Yep. Haha, that's awesome actually. I didn't know if it would do that. Also added this sort of burnt effect on the trees. Could also look like it's being infested with dark matter, depending on what you want to go with. One of the things that I was thinking of doing for this base right here, as far as designs, is having these stone bricks sort of spiral around and go to like corners. Part of the problem with this is that we can't very easily have it be 8 blocks per thing. Maybe we could have it be even more. Let's see. So if we had them in the corners here, I just kind of thinking to myself right now, thinking out loud. Actually, we need more of these. So let's get these put in. We've actually got a lot. This is like what, 1,000 times the EMC of a diamond plus a little bit extra. So I'll get right back to you after I figure this out. I'm thinking I'm gonna do it with, instead of 8, with 12. That should technically be in the middle. So if we look, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But that also doesn't account for the diagonal space. So for that reason, I'm probably going to move it in a block just for that. And this is all just visual indicators. So when I have these blocks placed in, it's actually going in the wall. Let's go up here. I also don't know how many sort of divider sections like this I want. I want it to kind of do a spiral where some of them go clockwise and others go counterclockwise. I think we might want to add a section of stone bricks in the middle, and that could look pretty cool. Let's test that out. I've actually got this, I think, labeled with glass blocks. Hopefully it doesn't mess up. I'll be able to find out soon enough, though, if it does. Oh wait, it looks like I already have it like halfway up and then a bit lower. Alright, I didn't add them right here. Or wait, I'm pretty sure I didn't right here either. Yeah, so I'm gonna add a ring around all of these. we go. Oh, those clouds are really bright. Come to think of it, yeah, my brightness settings are up to bright, so my apologies if you can't really see what's going on here. But yeah, it's actually pretty nice because you can use the mercurial eye to transmute it horizontally. It's dependent more on what direction you're facing in as opposed to what direction, like what side of the block you're right clicking on. So yeah, that's cool. Didn't quite get that right. Haha. The downside to this is that sometimes you do it a bit wrong. But that happens. No! How did I miss that? I'm gonna need to light this up better while I'm working, or else that's gonna happen again. Yeah. And I guess if it's too dark for me, it's definitely too dark for YouTube, so sorry about that. Alright, so that's done. Let's see here if we can get, see how that looks on the outside, see if we want to get it closer together than that. Yeah. Alright, so, yeah, I think this looks pretty good. That looks like a pretty good distance away to get some nice, spirally curvature going on. It might be easier to do this from the outside, actually, on the second layer up here. Just because even at night, it's generally a bit better lit, you know? And of course I misdo that one. Part of the thing is, if the further down you look while doing it, the more likely it is to go correctly, but if you pass like the 45-degree downward mark, even just a tiny bit, then it suddenly just plasters itself up and down, and it's like, I don't like that. But yeah, now to do this part as well. So what I'm thinking, just to kind of mark off which blocks we are going to be trying to connect these curves to, I'm going to actually put them into the put the dark matter blocks so we can see a bit better visually where we want them to go. And so, like that, and then, wait, where do we want these? So, oh, right here, and then right here, and behind these. So I'm gonna do this for all of the blocks that are in those same positions vertically, and yeah. Whee! That probably didn't sound very convincing. And that's all of them, I think. No. Yeah. Just making sure that they all line up. And it looks like they do. I don't know if we're going to actually keep these in or just use them as sort of designing type things. So the way I want to do this is have it so that every other, like, one of these dark matter blocks essentially goes in the same direction. I might want to actually move these in one just because, like, the distance on my screen between these two is a lot less than the distance between these two. And it looks like if they were right, like there, maybe, that would look a lot better. So, yeah, I'm gonna be doing that as well. It's just like a fountain of mobs up there. It's amazing. I quite like it. Boom, 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 da da, boom, 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 do. I'll stop with that. Anyways, so I haven't done it with all of these, but I have done it with this top layer here. I don't know, I think that that looks a lot better spaced apart. So yeah, now to do it with the lower ones as well. Yeah, just look in between here. I don't know. I might like take screenshots and measure the distance if I wanted to get really like technical with it, but I think this might be about the best we can do. And if we count the amount of blocks between, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it is an even amount of blocks. I don't know how I didn't catch that earlier, actually. But I didn't. So we're fixing it now. Now, I don't know if you guys think this is weird, but as you probably know, I am American. But in most cases, I actually prefer the British spelling of a lot of words. I also like the way, for instance, aluminium sounds from aluminum. Like in day-to-day conversation with other people here in the States, I generally use aluminum is the pronunciation. But for instance, there's a mod that I'm kind of working on with a bunch of other people called Generitech. I might make a video on some of the features of that actually. But with that mod, in the code, my excuse for it is that one of the guys we're working with is, or one of the guys on the team rather, is from, I don't know, somewhere over there. I haven't asked him actually, but you know, he has that sort of accent. And so I have, in the code, instead of aluminum, it's spelled aluminium. And then I also like the extra U in words like favorite, for example. I just like, it's like favorite. That was a terrible way to pronounce that, but I don't know, I just like it. I also, I was watching a Lindy Beige video, actually, and he was talking about how there's a lot of Americanized spellings of words, like defense used to be spelled with a C, and I believe that is actually the British spelling. And he was pointing out how the word defense actually had the word fence in it, and how that, you know, means something, because you could put up a fence as a means of defense. And that was kind of like a mind-blown moment, like, whoa, I didn't even know that those words were related to each other in that way. And it's kind of a shame, because language really should be made in such a way that you can draw connections between words that are similar. I kind of get a bit bummed out when it's made more obscure on purpose. And so, now that we've finished doing this, the thing remains that we need to connect them together with the stone brick lines. And I'm not sure if I want to have it connect to this or connect all the way over to that one. And like if I have this particular line spinning counterclockwise across the entire thing, it might be easier just to have it go up like that. But here, let's see if we can get this proof of concept. You know, one way that might actually make this a bit easier is if we counted to the middle here, and then like got a few points down in the middle of where we want the slope to be. So right here it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's actually 8 blocks in between these two. I don't know. I guess I miscalculated that. Wait, 266 over 257. Yeah. At any rate, so we want to go like this, and then go, I think, about 20 blocks down. Let's make sure that we've got the bricks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 19, 20. Because if it's 40 blocks... Man, I'm really bad at math today, what the heck. So, if it's 141 minus 11, that's 30 blocks. But actually punching this out from here up to there, I counted out 29. So, in the middle of that, we would actually want there to be... what was it? 14? Yeah, because 14, 28, 29. So if we go... 1, 2, 3... And yeah, if we do 57 minus 66, what we have to be looking at is the, like if we look at the 0 point and then right here, or something along those lines. Either way, my method is a bit flawed for some reason. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And so if we went to the 3 and 4, and then down to 15, 3 and 4, 2, 3, no wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 15. What's going on? Oh, right. Every time you lose connection and come back, it redoes this. Ah, clouds. Okay, I think this looks pretty good for the overall slope here. I don't know if this looks too close down at the bottom. Yeah, maybe there are things that we could probably tweak about it. For instance, if I were to put this instead of how it was at the bottom, that could potentially look better because it makes it more continuous. So I think I might go with that just for the sake of a more consistent design. Let's take a step back from that. Yeah, let's do that. And that looks like a pretty good spiral pattern that we've got going, that we can just sort of continue on up around the rest of the cylinder. What's nice about this slope is it's basically just, I mean, we had to get this centered, so it's got a slope of 5 up right here. Then we just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, and then if I didn't completely derp up something, this should be correct. Yeah, so that is what this overall design is kind of going to look like, as it goes up and spirals around. Oh, and also I'd like to point out that because I got the height wrong, I got the slope wrong. If we've got 8 over 29, I don't think that that's a fraction that we can really simplify. But if we put it into decimal terms, it would be, I think, 3 point something, which does look like about what we've got going here, because we've got, if you look at just one of the sides, it definitely looks like it's going up by a slope of 3, but then you've also got these little connector blocks to make it look more like a continuous strip, I suppose. Yeah, because 8 times 3 is 24, so it'd be like high 3 point somethings. One thing that's important to note is that this does work going across the diagonals too. So that's how you know that the slope of the entire thing is pretty sound. Yeah, I think I like the way that this is going to turn out. Maybe we could have it so that the clockwise pattern goes in different, like is made of a different material. I don't know. I'm going to fill in the entire rest of the capsule with this pattern on the outside, and we'll see where we want to go from there. Alright guys, I forgot to fix something that I was meaning to for a while. So essentially, I forgot to put the red matter furnace into the retriever. So, yeah, we've got quite a few of those condensed up here, but none of them have been sent back. Oh, there we go. Now it's just pulsed and it's going to send some of them, but I'm going to be manually collecting these ones just because, you know, I don't want to wait for it to do all that by itself. But yeah, there you have it. So, why isn't this? I'm gonna have to figure out where this is going wrong. It looks like what the problem is that the slope to get up to here is different from the slope from here down to there, which means we might have to modify it. It won't be quite as consistent right here, but I don't know, we're just gonna have to deal with that, I guess, because I don't know. I probably could have put a little bit more thought into this and how I wanted it to all go, but I just kind of haven't. Okay, this is a bit interesting. If I extend these down the way they would normally go, if we go like this, I don't know, we might keep it in like that. That could probably make it look cool, maybe shake it up a bit. We'll have to see. We'll definitely have to kind of just wait and see. I'll add in some of the rest of the stuff. I'll do this the way it is right now, where it kind of like goes a little bit zigzaggy right there. And yeah, get back to you when that's done. Oh, that was not my brightest moment. These are supposed to be right here, not where they are. So yeah, we'll have to fix those, but nothing we can't handle. Oh, this one's right. It's just, I guess, this one that I messed up on. Out of all of them. Oh wait, I messed up on this too. The way I messed up on these two right side by side made it look like the entire thing was off. And there's a bit of another problem now. At the very top here, this final section is actually only 28 blocks tall. I don't know if I want to lengthen this. Actually, it shouldn't be too bad. I've done most of the hard work already. I just have to add a second layer of these sorts of blocks on top of it, and then destroy the lower layer. So, I'm probably going to do that as well. Like, just go like, wait. It's a lot easier if you start at the top with these sorts of things, and then work your way down in terms of layers. Because when there's a lot more of a gap, you can be like, oh yeah, I need to close that gap, instead of where, like, it gets really confusing if you try and work from the bottom up, or from the, like, it's best to start from one side and work your way in, wherever you're extending it from. Okay, this is one of those mildly annoying things. No matter where I put these basalt bricks in my inventory, when I'm run out of a stack of basalt, it gives me the bricks. It doesn't matter if I put them here, it doesn't matter if I put them here, it doesn't matter if I put them like here. Maybe it does, actually. I don't know, I swear. When this runs out, let's do a little experiment here. Let's see if it gives me the bricks when it's in the middle of all of the basalt. Yeah, it gave me the bricks. Thanks. Thanks for that. Wait, let's just put them in here. It's still annoying, like, that it keeps giving me the separate block instead of the kind that I'm looking for. And finally, now I still need to make this a bit narrower on the inside because it's, yeah. I'm also going to need to replace the interdiction torches and raise this up one level. But now that little flaw is fixed as well. Whew! Man, it's kind of, you don't realize how big this structure is until you have to modify something that affects the entire thing. That took quite a while. There were a few dark matter blocks that were out of place as well, and I fixed those, so yeah. The next thing that we want to do is figure out how to do this bottom part where it connects to the opening right here. And so if we want to continue along the same overall path, but I want it to like spiral towards the middle. So if we have this marked, how do we want to mark this actually? So if we go like this, wait, no, that's not how we want to do it. We want to have the mercurial eye. Wait, no, wrong thing. There. Okay, so it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that would make 12 openings here. And so if we want to take this one and connect it all the way down to this one, we'd have to figure out how to get that. Yeah, like that. Let's see. How do we want to do this? I gotta break those up there at some point. Actually, this is kind of weird because this is daylight right here. If we look where it says BL, that stands for block light, and that's 0. As we get closer to this interdiction torch, it goes up to 14. But yeah, this is sunlight, so we're gonna have to find a way to find the source blocks of that and get it stamped out, I guess, because I kind of want it to be dark in here. But anyways, back to the task at hand. I think that looks pretty good. It kind of has a little bit of curvature to it. I don't know. I'm thinking here, maybe it would pass through that block instead. More the outer blocks of what it's on. I'm probably just going to stick with it how it is for now. Oh, if I like the way it looks when messing around with it later, I'll probably change it. Yeah, I like the way this looks a lot better, but man, this ended up taking a lot longer than I thought it would. So yeah, I'm probably going to call this episode here. It may not look like we got much done, but this just takes a really long time to do. So if it looks like this versus with the dark matter bits, I don't know. I think I kind of like the look of it without, because it's a more consistent appearance, but we'll have to just kind of see. I don't know, let me know what you guys think, what way you want it to go.